Devin Booker in Phoenix.
Fair enough. And then let's talk about the Warriors. They lose their first Western Conference playoff series since 2014. So what's next for Steph Curry's team?
Bob Myers' decision to remain as the president of basketball operations,
all-time great player
in Golden State. He told me he's going to take a couple weeks now to make a decision. His contract ends at the end of June, but certainly his ability to navigate all the big decisions that are coming for this Golden State organization, roster-wise, are going to be really important if he's there. If he's not there, this is an organization that would really struggle to find a way to replace someone who has built a Hall of Fame resume running the Warriors, really the architect of these 4 championships.
Now, no question about it. When we talk about the core of this dynasty, he is a piece of it that many people don't know. You know the names of the players and you know Steve Kerr. So let's get to that dynasty for a moment. Draymond Green, on his podcast over the weekend, after his team was eliminated, completely dismissed any idea that the dynasty is over.
A lot of people saying the Warriors dynasty are over, which are the same people that said it was over in 2019 when KD left. 4 years later, they're still saying it's over. Great. They're always wrong. Pay attention to who the people that are saying the dynasty are over. It's always people that never been a part of a dynasty.
Okay, so look, here's the thing. They've been great, and they're going to go down. That collection that we just named, Steph and Clay and Draymond and Steve Kerr and Bob Myers, as Woj pointed out, I mean, they put together one of the great runs in the history of the sport. But the reality is all these things come to an end someday. You know, Michael Jordan made everything weird for us in our minds because that team just broke up when they won a championship. Usually you get to see these great teams lose. Do you think we have seen the last of these Warriors on top?
I do, but hearing Draymond Green say that tells me that he wants to resign. Now, he said he would love to stay, but of course, money talks. And will he get what he wants out of staying with the Warriors? So that's what it's about. It starts there, because if he leaves, then yeah, it's over, because he was such a key part of that. He was a glue piece. He was obviously a lightning rod so many different times, but in a positive and in a negative, of course. But if he goes, and then you have Klay Thompson with 1 year left, a decision to make there. There's a high luxury tax bill that this team has to pay. It also starts with Bob Myers, and then to Steve Kerr. If he sees Bob Myers go, does Steve Kerr kind of feel like, all right, well, I've kind of done my time here, and maybe hand the reins over to Kenny Atkinson or somebody else? So I think it does start with Bob Myers, like Woj said. But Draymond saying what he said suggests that he plans on staying, which would mean the group would stay together.
Well, look, I mean, Steve Kerr is the one who said over the weekend, this group maxed out.
Yep.
We did everything we could do. This team wasn't good enough to win a championship. So are you bringing back the group that wasn't good enough to win a championship? They were expecting this year to get much more from young pieces, and it just didn't happen. Moses Moody, Jonathan Kuminga, James Wiseman, who's not even there anymore. They were expecting those guys to help be the next iteration, plus Jordan Poole, and that was for lack of a better word, a complete disaster. What do you think about this dynasty in Golden State?
Bob Myers, I think, first and foremost, is the most important piece because he has put the puzzle pieces together to create what we've seen.
Yep.
All right?
Yep.
And from there, I don't think it's over. They just need to adjust. Now you get another year of experience, more so for Moses Moody. I thought Kuminga had a great year. I'm shocked. I was just surprised he didn't play at all. It was because I thought he was great. He gave them another, aspect. Another younger type of Draymond Green type player where you can play 5 and 4, those two guys, and still have success. I think they just need to go find another big, find some more shooting. Just move some pieces around, if you would. Jordan Poole, I think that's a decision they're going to have to figure out what they're going to do with him.
What a mess
keep him or not,
that situation turned out to be. Woj, it's not a short answer, and I don't have that much time here, but generally speaking, people wondering, will they run this back for the core of this group? Do you believe we will see, you have reason to believe we will see them all together another year in Golden State?
Greeny, if they run this group back, you're looking at a $500 million payroll and luxury tax. Does Joe Lacob have the appetite to pay that for a team that might be a conference semifinal? That might be their max, a conference semifinal. But with the new collective bargaining agreement and how punitive this new CBA is for teams in that upper spending area, it really restricts your ability to make moves on a roster, to make You can't use your exceptions. All of those things. You can't trade draft picks. So potentially, listen, I think this group may have to look different. And I think for Golden State, listen, they might still be able to cobble together a conference finals run, maybe an NBA finals run. But as a dominant dynasty, this is not a dominant organization anymore. They're going to have to retool to get back to the top.
Now, look, the West is going to have Denver in it. It's going to have Sacramento to deal with for a while. If the Clippers should ever stay healthy, Phoenix will put something together around those two superstars. It'll be very interesting to see. And as Woj mentioned, the first piece that we will see fall one way or the other will be the man who put it all together, and that's the team president. All right, as we continue, it has gone from a Hollywood nightmare to a Hollywood thriller for